Many people with a neurodegenerative disorder have a problem with their speech. Many of them have difficulties with slow, slurred speech, and some develop this rapid kind of tripping over their own words type of speech. And both of them are very difficult for the listener to understand what is being said. Those reading lips try to get a better understanding. However, the lips aren't moving the way they are naturally supposed to be moving for the words that person is attempting to say. So there's a problem here with both ways. Now, when this is described, there are a couple of things that are said about it. One is referred to as scanning speech, that there's a problem up here in the brain because of the disorder, and the words are kind of jumbled up and mixed up and you can't find them, and you're trying to put them together, and that causes this problem. Well, yes, some of that is true. But no, some of that is not true. Some of it is our fault. It's because of the way we are making it worse. Now, let's get into that after one more little point. Many people are told to help you with your slow, slurred speech, or especially if you're fast, tripping over your word speech. Many of you are told, slow down. Slow down, pick your words more carefully, and let them come out more easily. And those of you that have tried it know that by itself doesn't work, because first off, you don't know how to slow down to make your speech better. So when you do slow down, you end up making your speech worse because it becomes a little bit lazier. You slur a little bit more. You mispronounce words a little bit more. So if you're going to slow down, you need to do it in a productive manner. So how are we going to do that? What advice can I give you that will help you have better speech? So let's get on with this. How can you take more responsibility for yourself and improve what comes out of your mouth? Well, there are three things that I know of that work in a natural fashion. One is animate your mouth, lips, tongue. Two, enunciate every syllable so it sounds correct to your ear. And three, project, speak up to be heard. But I guarantee you, you won't speak up to be heard until you learn how to form those sounds more correctly and sound more intelligent. Speaking of intelligence, do you know? Well, yeah, those of you that have a speech problem know it very well. When you're out in public and your speech is off, doesn't sound right, you lose IQ points just because your speech is not correct. And if your movements are also off, like it is for many people with a neurodegenerative disorder, you lose more IQ points. So if you want IQ points to come back to you, if you're fed up with all this stuff like most of us are, start improving what comes out of your mouth. The sounds, make them more natural. So your speech, to gain IQ points and to clear this darn speech up to sound more adult again, animate, enunciate, project. Okay, animate. You need to get your mouth, your lips, and your tongue moving again. Don't be afraid to open this up. Practice moving all of this better. Practice in front of a mirror. Play with the kids. Make faces back and forth. Make sounds. Do whatever you want. Just get this thing moving better. and make the sound and the face you intend to make. Purposeful gestures. Number 2, enunciate every syllable of every word that you want to speak and make that sound right to your ear. Otherwise, it's useless. Every syllable. Enunciate it. Pronounce it the way it is meant to be heard and spoken. Practice it with a friend or a family member and have them judge how well you are speaking it. But I warn you, don't kill the messenger when they tell you that's not quite right. You're going to get tired of hearing that. But remember, that's a person that you selected to try to help you with your problem. So they are telling you what they're actually hearing. They're not telling you just to smack you around and make themselves feel good. So get over your bad self and work on this stuff intelligently. Okay, number 3, project that voice. For those of you that still have kids in the house, or kids in the neighborhood, and sometimes they're outside or across the house, whatever, and you need to get their attention right now, the first time, so they understand exactly what you mean, not trying to interpret what you might mean. You need to be able to project your voice without yelling and screaming to be heard at a distance. You can do all these things. Get this thing working again. Open it up, move, enunciate all those syllables so they sound correct to you, and then project them like you're speaking to a large audience of people or the kids down the street. Get your butts back here. And they hear you exactly. That's what you're looking for. Purposeful speech exercises. That's all this stuff is. Naturally slowing down as you animate and enunciate every syllable. That naturally slows you down without you trying to slow down. As you start doing that and getting better, your speech pattern's going to get faster. It's going to start improving. You'll be able to speak more confidently, get your IQ points back, and the kids won't be able to cop out on what they misunderstood or didn't hear, all that stuff that goes on. And the scanning speech pattern will start to get better. You will be pronouncing many more of those words that you were having difficulty with before. So part of that scanning will become a non-issue. And you'll have more confidence and clearer thoughts, and many of those words you were trying to find before will come back to you quicker. But as we are all finding out as we get up there in age a little bit, we all have some scanning speech, meaning we all get stuck on what was that word I was trying to think of? Well, part of that is just being normal. And all of us are more normal than we think we are. Animate, enunciate, project. You can do it. You can make your speech better. No magic in it. Just take practice. This is no different than what you're trying to do in correcting the movements in the rest of your body. These are muscles that control your speech. These are muscles that control your other movements. It's all the same principles. Use it, lose it, use it more correctly to do it better. Practice it to do even better. Hey, here's an idea. How many of you like to sing? Well, practice singing for the same purpose, Get those sounds and the words out there better and have some fun with it. That's what you're working on. That's what you want and never had the ability to do before because you just didn't understand how to go about it. Now you do. You're learning it. So use it every day. It's up to you. It's your responsibility. Speech gets better. Much more of you gets better just because of that. Combine that with getting better in your movements, the way your legs and arms work, you're golden.